In this video, I'll be showing you how to turn this. Just know that I got a hand that I can lend ya, and it don't matter when, no, I'll possess ya. Call on me whenever. Greater than one, but five is better. Into this. Five is better. Just know that I got a hand that I can lend ya, and it don't matter when, no, I'll possess ya. Call on me whenever. Greater than one, but five is better. Hey! Yo, what is up, guys? I'm here doing a tutorial on how to sound like Ericdoa, because, like, you know, I see a lot of videos on YouTube, and I don't think any of them really do it like that well, because they're all selling it as like, oh, he's just a main vocal and like a backing, maybe an ad-lib or two, but I know that's not how he really does music, but yeah, so I made a cover of his song Greater Than One. I've done a lot of Eric covers, but this one I think showcases him the best, so let's get right into it. So I got a main vocal here, so this is like before I really do anything to the vocal, so it sounds really like shit, obviously, but so this is what it sounds like with the mix, like not even like, this is just not even pitch corrected, because there's also a bunch of sauce that I'm going to show you as well in this video. But here's what it sounds like with just the normal mix on. Just know that I got a hand that I can lend ya, and it don't matter when, no, I'll possess ya. Call on me whenever. Two greater than one, but five is better. So obviously that shit sounds like ass, you know, that's I can't sing at all, you know. So what I do is I'd pitch correct it, and I'll show you here in a second how to do that, but this is what the vocals sound like pitch corrected, so here's already a step up, sounding better. Just know that I got a hand that I can lend ya, and it don't matter when, no, I'll possess ya. Call on me whenever. Two greater than one, but five is better. So obviously that already sounds 10 times better. I think that's perfectly in key, and the way you get this effect is, so you would take some shitty vocal like this, and you would double left click on it, and then right click on it once, and this is a plugin that comes with Flstudio. Press edit and pitch corrector. So here you go, this is the pitch corrector. This is what I use for every single song, you know. I'm sure there's a downside to it that I don't know about, but you know, I just make music in my bedroom for fun and shit, and I've been doing it for a while. This is the easiest way to do it. I'm sure there's other ways, but you know, I don't really care to learn them. But what you would do is what I normally do is this would be down like this, right? So you want it pitch perfect, turn center all the way up, so then you move it by notes like that. You'll move it by notes, and yes, that sounded really stupid. The variation I turned down just a little bit. What it is basically the shake in your voice, so you see this orange line in the middle. Basically what that does is it makes it so your voice isn't as shaky. So say for example, when you like hit a note or something and your voice kind of shakes like a little bit like that, it will get rid of that shake the lower and lower you turn it. But I don't suggest turning it too low, otherwise you'll sound robotic. But what you can also do is you can press the scissor icon and go to scale and put whatever key your song is. So this song is in B minor, so I go over here, and then I would put the scale in, oh shit, wrong one. I put it in B minor, so now all the lighter notes are in key. So you could just, you know, let me just figure out what this is real quick. This is like in key, so this is what it would be, but over here is like, that's what I do for everything. So all these vocals are pitch corrected besides this one, because I didn't sing on that one, so that's what that is. Now to me, the most important thing about an Ericdoa song is his harmonies, his layers, his backing. He has really good main vocals, but it's all about the harmonies. Now, in all honesty, I don't know what the exact harmonies he did for this song, to be honest, because I just can't figure it out. So I just do my own thing. So I did 6 layers. Now I know that's a lot, and I just like doing a lot of layers, because since I have the pitch correction, I can do whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about like being in key like normally, because I can just pitch correct it. Warning, this is gonna sound really bad, because some of them, like, since they're layers, you don't hear them as prominent, so you're not gonna really notice how shit they are. So this is what all the layers sound like without the main vocal, and I'm gonna show you here. So this is what they sound like. Well, if I wasn't stupid. Okay, here you go. So that's what all the layers sound like, and then with the main vocal.
Just know that I got a hand that I can lend you, and it don't matter when, no, I'll protect you. Call on me whenever. Two greater than one, but five is better.
So that's what it sounds like. So I'll break it down one by one, and if you want a whole separate video on how just to harmonize and how, like, to know exactly what to do step by step, because you know I'm not gonna explain that in this because that takes too long. But so what I normally do is I put a high in the left, like a high, like singing the same thing, like higher, and then the one in the right is lower. So for example, this is gonna sound really ass, but here's like the left one. That's the left one, and this is the right one. And then so what I do is, so since to make a harmony they kind of have to be singing different notes. Now for this one I would have them basically mirroring each other in opposite notes. Sounds confusing. Basically I would just re-record the same harmony as I did for this high one right here, and then I'd change it up. So let's see, this one's on 4. So the pattern for this one, ignore this, is up, like is this is the pattern right here, right, for this harmony. And then I would go to, I believe this is the other high harmony, the 7, so let me find that real quick. And I would just do something different. So normally this bottom note would start like right here, so I put it up one, and this one would be right here, so I put it up another. Basically they're all playing different notes that's not like the same note as the other one, so then that makes it completely different. And so when you layer these, it's like, it sounds really shitty, but it works. And I did the same thing for the low. I did a different low in the left. I did this one 50, this one 50, these two 80, and these two 20, but this is what the other low sounds like. Sounds really bad, but it gives a good effect at the end. And then these last two, I recommend doing this always, instead of just recording the same thing as the main vocal. These falsetto vocals do like wonders, so it adds a lot more depth to your vocals. So I think these sound a lot better personally, so this is what it would sound like. It's singing the same like thing as the main vocal, just up an octave and really high, and it makes everything sound better to me. So that's basically the whole course, you know. And here, I'll play it all together one last time so you can hear it.
Just know that I got a hand that I can lend you, and it don't matter when, no, I'll protect you. Call on me whenever. Two greater than one, but five is better.
Also, another thing Eric likes to do is he likes to put in like a bunch of like heys and yas in there. Like he does a lot of cool different ad-lib things. So what I did is for this, at the end of like the chorus, he goes like hey in the background. So that's what this sounds like. Hey. So I just added some pretty chorus to it, just a little bit, not too much, you know. I added a little delay on here, a little bit. It's not too much. So that's what I did for there. And then here I also did the verse here as well. So this is what the verse sounds like.
Oh, you think you're tough, I think that's unlikely. You can keep on looking, but can't find nobody like me. I don't push it, more fresher than a white tee. You know I love you, I need someone who can guide me. So that's what that sounds like. And then right here he does a little like cash out sound effect thing. So, or like he says cash out in the back right here. Cash out. That one I just put on, I just copied the main and just deleted the auto tune and just said cash out. You know, that's what he does. And then the harmonies over here, I'll play them separately real quick. So I think that sounds pretty good. Then in the end over here, he does like the singing really, really like in the background. So this is what this sounds like right here. 'Cause I have you, everything, you, I have you, everything beyond. So for this, I drowned it out
in reverb to hell and back. I put a lot of reverb on this. This is the reverb settings, and this is what it sounds like without the beat, so you just get an idea of how much reverb I actually use.
Cause I have you, everything and anything you want. I have you, everything and anything beyond.
I think it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But that's, I mean, it's up for you to determine. Music is all subjective and stuff like that. But I'm no professional. I just do this for fun, so I just do whatever sounds good to me. But there's that. So that's basically like the whole song. Or actually in the beginning he does some weird thing here. He's like, if I could say one thing, in a weird vocal mix, like,
Just know that I got it.
I am really dumb. That's not where it is. It's right here.
If I could say one thing.
So he puts this weird phaser on it. I actually don't have it on this because I have to reset my autotunes, but here you can hear it.
If I could say one thing. Just know that.
So what I did is basically I just I added I put a chorus on this, and then I linked it to this and put a stereo enhancer, and I put this to the left post, and then it makes it sound like it's kind of sort of playing in both ears. And then with the autotune I use, if you have like Autotune Pro or something, you press format and you go up or down and it changes it. I turned it, I believe it's up a little bit, and it makes your voice sound a little like weirder like this, sorta. That's kind of what it does. So that's what I did right there for that. And yeah, it's basically it for like the main vocals and stuff and all that. Now, I'm sure what y'all really care about is the mixes and stuff, so I'll show you everything. Yes, there's a lot of tracks, but it's just duplicated, like duplicating tracks. So I'll show you the main vocals. I just want to let you know that I originally, like 2 years ago, I just looked up like hyperpop mixes on Reddit and just found a random preset, and I just tweaked the shit out of it over time. So obviously I'm just gonna show you the effects real quick. You can copy if you want, I really don't care, just do it whatever you want. So obviously I have the auto tune. You can use any auto tune. I preferably use this, even though they fucking hate me and they won't actually let me use the real version. I swear I got this legally. But these are my auto tune settings. You can do whatever you want with your auto tune settings, that doesn't really matter. Here I have an EQ, you know, cutting out the low ends. I duck the highs a lot because my gain is really high. Here, I'll post a picture right on the screen so you can see how high my gain is, so you can see exactly what this, why I put the low or the high so low, because since I have really high gain, it gets really boosted a lot of the times. And I also have a Rode NT1 and a Scarlett for like my recording stuff. That's all I use, just if you're interested, because this preset works perfectly with it. Here I have the Fruity limiter with these settings on. You can copy them. I really don't, I know this is used as like a noise gate and stuff, but beyond that I really don't know anything about this. Here I have a Fruity compressor. You can copy these settings if you want. Sound Goodizer on A, just turned up a little bit, not too much, because you know you don't want to drown it out too much. Have another limiter. This is for peaking, I'm pretty sure, so the vocals don't like peak past a high point, but also not too quiet, so everything has a centered volume. Okay, so this is a de-esser that I bought off of, I believe it's Gunner. I don't really know. I don't really know much about de-essers. I just hated how de-ess my things are. This one does work if you just want to look it up. This one does work really well. If you have any other real de-essers that you want to use, you can use those instead, but these are the settings I use for it. Here's the reverb for it. You can copy these settings. And here's the delay. You can copy those. Now, I just want to say that in a lot of real Ericdoa songs, he most of the time doesn't have the reverb or delay on his main vocals at all, much less his backings and stuff. That's just what I like to do because it makes everything feel more full. Most of the time, he doesn't have any reverb, especially on his older stuff and his new EP, Why Suffer For Us. His main vocals are complete dry. They don't have anything on them, so you can just turn these off if you want to on the main. But for the backings, all 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12 are the same. They're just panned differently. So what you would do is basically, honestly, you could just copy this and paste it over. And what you do is you'd add a Fruity Course default settings, leave these as they are when you open Fruity Course up, and just turn it down to 50% volume on the knob over here.
and then get a fruity stereo enhancer and turn the stereo separation down to about right here, and then leave it like that. And then I would turn these down a lot lower, and then you have a backing. Now what I like to do is I found this route preset. It has it has like a lot of stuff on here. I'll just go through it real quick. I tweaked this a little bit. I add the de-esser to it, and these 3 things right here. But here's the fruity course, a flangus, a fastest, sound godizer, and another sound godizer, another EQ, a parametric EQ. The de-esser, I turned it up a little bit more on the reduction side. This is the Slay reverse, a Wanda reverb, and fruity delay too. So, and what you would do is originally when you drop this in, this thing will actually be routed to the master like this. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come right here, click on the thing. So for example, I'm on backing like track 4. I'll click on track 4 and come over to this little arrow and click it. So now you unlink it to the master, and you're gonna link it to this route preset, and you're gonna link it to like this. And since this is linked to the master, basically this is gonna go through this, and yeah, that's how that works. Make sure these are not linked to the master and this route, otherwise it will sound like shit. And also, I'm aware that I put reverb and all the same effects with these already going through it. I know, I just like it like that. To me, it sounds good that way, so you can do that, or you don't have to. You can do whatever you want, honestly, with it. But I do the same thing for all these. I'd only attach these. I know it says route for all, but I wouldn't put my main vocals on it, because I like my main vocals to sound more like basic and have my backing sound a lot more full. And for the falsettos, I also added another route that I just routed to them separately, because when you have everything routed to one thing, basically everything's fighting for a volume place on that track, so everything gets compressed into each other. Now if you like that sound, you can keep it like that, but I like to have the falsettos to be a little bit more present, since they're singing a lot more like of a thinner sound. It's hard to get through all these other things, so I just like to manually control them on a different route, but you can do whatever you want. So that is basically it on how to sound like Ericdoa. Just this type of version. Ericdoa has made a bunch of different types of music, and I've done covers of, like, I want to say at least 20 songs, because I just enjoy it a lot. If you want, I can make a video on like his different types of styles, like his new EP or his like Things with Wings, or just any type of style you would want, because he does do different things, and I know how to pretty much do all of them, and how to get somewhat of a rough idea of what it sounds like. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna play the full cover in the outro just so y'all can hear the whole thing, and so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.
I don't know what you've been told, but I've been saying not to play my role. Yeah, I know it can break or fold, but stay so low. If I could say one thing, just know that I got a hand that I can lend you, and it don't matter when, no, I'll protect you. Come